Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one. So today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
To get things started, let's hear from our first reviewer.
This reviewer kicks things off by praising the company's customer service, mentioning how a replacement was expedited and arrived in just a couple of days after the original got lost in transit. Our reviewer found the team to be consistently helpful and responsive to any questions, which set a positive tone for the entire experience. As for the electric bike itself, it's described as impressively fast and sturdy. A lot of its stability, even at high speeds, is credited to the 4-inch fat tires, which provide a solid, confident ride. Our reviewer tested its speed against a roadside radar sign and confirmed it handled beautifully, exceeding the speedometer's own display. Comfort was another major factor for this client, and the vehicle delivered. Unlike typical bicycle seats, it features a long, well-padded saddle that makes longer rides enjoyable. The overall design also earns high marks, with a stylish, mini motorcycle appearance that turns heads. The e-bike is packed with useful features, including a handy cruise control function for straightaways and a full set of lights, a bright headlight, a working brake light, and even turn signals, which adds a significant layer of safety on the road. When it comes to range, our reviewer managed to get about 40 miles on a single charge using only the throttle on flat terrain. They also noted the company offers the option to purchase a spare battery, which is easy to swap out for those who want to double their range. After a month of regular use, this client has found no downsides and compares the experience favorably to riding a gas-powered scooter, but without the fuel costs, concluding that it's a well-made and valuable ride.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer is ultimately very happy with their new electric bike, describing it as a powerful, fast, and comfortable machine that performs just as promised. Our reviewer confirms that this ride easily hits its advertised top speed and feels great to handle, making for a thrilling yet stable experience. The design is praised, and thanks to its full suspension system, it can tackle all sorts of terrain without any trouble. The acceleration is zippy and the brakes are responsive, which adds to the overall feeling of a well-built, high-performance machine that's genuinely fun to use. However, the post-purchase experience has been a significant letdown due to a major issue with seller support. This client received a model with a newer, updated digital display, but the instruction card included in the box was for the older version. This left our reviewer completely in the dark about several of the advanced settings and functions on the new screen, as the outdated guide was useless for these features. The most frustrating part is the seller's total lack of communication. Despite multiple attempts to get answers, even through the official marketplace messaging system, there has been complete silence. This lack of support is the biggest downside and a serious point of concern. On a smaller note, the battery indicator is also reported to be inaccurate, though our reviewer doesn't consider this a deal breaker. In the end, while the e-bike itself is a fantastic piece of equipment that this client would recommend on its performance alone, any potential buyer needs to be aware that they may be on their own if they ever need help from the seller.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer has been putting this electric bike through its paces for about a week now, and the initial sentiment is largely positive, despite a few bumps right out of the gate. The first impression upon delivery, however, was a bit concerning. The packaging arrived in a rather sorry state, with the cardboard box looking quite battered and torn in several places, suggesting a rough journey during transit. Unpacking revealed some immediate consequences of the damaged carton. Our reviewer found that the mounting brackets for the headlight were both noticeably bent out of shape. Thankfully, this client is quite handy and managed to sort the issue with some basic tools, using a vise and hammer to carefully straighten them back into position. While a fixable problem, it was certainly an unexpected step before even getting to the main assembly. A more critical issue surfaced when preparing the tires. The sidewalls of the fat tires clearly stated an inflation recommendation of 30 psi. However, this reviewer wisely consulted the instruction manual, which starkly contradicted the tire's own labeling, advising a significantly lower 20 psi. This discrepancy proved to be very important, as attempting to inflate past 20 psi even slightly caused the tire to visibly bulge and even risked the sidewalls disconnecting from the rim. This is a significant safety and functional concern, and our reviewer strongly cautions others to strictly adhere to the manual's lower pressure recommendation, ignoring the tire's own printed guidance to prevent potential damage or accidents. Despite these early hurdles, including the shipping damage and the crucial tire pressure warning, this reviewer seems to be enjoying the overall experience with this electric bike, looking forward to more rides now that these initial setup challenges have been addressed.
If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.